This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Scarlet Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. It is crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Got his man on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Scarlet Knights offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll try to get the ground game going against what looks like a tough matchup for him. We'll see if this backer can keep him in check. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On the run, it's Raymond.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pulls it in. It's Fleming. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Duff.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Gives it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
It's caught downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Black. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside. It's Raymond. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Makes the grab. It's Durham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to... Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Hopkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time. that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Off play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running route.
Now the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Upstairs to make the catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Washington. Just couldn't quite squeeze the interception, and man, did he have some daylight in front of him. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Smith. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Hopkins. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot. Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Maryland! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he's coming out of the end zone. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Mustangs who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game in College Park. We figured we'd be in store for a defensive stalemate. Instead, these two teams have moved the football on the ground. Kind of a throwback game, and I'm not sure there's any need to change it up in the second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benjamin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
looking to throw on third. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Fleming. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, what a caught! Makes the grab in their space.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
The short hands, it's Durham. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Washington. That's caught, it's Fleming. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points.
Maybe a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the play.
Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Finds his tight end. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Black. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Rutgers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Durr. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Terrapins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Terrapins will go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, did they need some momentum on offense. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. To the ground. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. From the red zone, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Terrapins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end now in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Got him downfield. Runs through a man. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Dodge down, Terrapins. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Hopkins. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Could not make his way to the corner. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. A great catch and run for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football.